Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great holiday season. As you can tell, I am feeling a little bit under the weather today. Sat down, going to do some editing on the second boat build. So obviously it's been a while since the first one. If you haven't checked out the first boat build video where we're taking our 14-foot John boat, turning it into a flats boat, if you haven't checked that out, go check out the first video. I'll have the link in the description. Also, before editing this video, I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the recent support, and I just lost like a quarter of the footage for this project. So here's what we're going to do. I was able to recover some of it, and right after I finish talking here, we're going to throw in some clips of us actually manufacturing the deck using the press and a couple other tools in the shop. That was kind of the most important part of this build, is obviously building it. Unfortunately, some of that footage got gone somehow. So besides that, the rest of this video will be good. We get all the way to putting on SeaDek in this video and a couple other really cool stuff going on with the boat. After that, we'll be posting the third video, which will be kind of the final video of the build process, putting on all the rest of the SeaDek, the Roy's shallow water anchor, doing Garmin stuff, cleaning up rod tubes, all this stuff, right? And after that, we're going to actually go out and fish in it. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll have that video out as well, and we appreciate your support.
It's going slow because I'm in jog mode for setup reasons.
We ain't ready to run yet.
Right there, it's grabbing it. So we're going to capture this location as our pinch point. So here we go. We're going to eyeball it. It's an 88-degree tool. So if you came all the way up till it touches that lower step, it'll be just over 90. But it's going to spring open a little bit. So we're going to start with that. We're going to capture that location. Ram up. The only thing we care about right now is getting it to 90, because you can't trust the dimension until it's to 90. See, bottom, we don't know yet. We'll give it a number to get started. That gauge, we want to be much closer, but we're going to bring it up to like 3 to look at it, because it's too low, it could crash.
Alright guys, we're back here in the shop here with my brother Evan. We are again working on the boat project, but unfortunately today is going to be all about fixing a mistake we made the last time. We did a bend wrong. I think we didn't account for the bend deduction or something on one bend. So we're going to have to do some adjustments on some of the pieces and then finish bending the doors, mock it all up, and I don't know if we're going to tack it all up today, but hopefully we can get that done, and then in the next couple weeks we should have everything done and everything ordered. So hopefully you guys are excited for that, but let's get to measuring. Alright guys, we just went ahead and cleaned up all the spots where it's going to be welded, all the joints, but it's looking good. We're about to tack weld this all together, flip it over, do some tack welds on the other side, bend the doors.
We're gonna see where we need to cut the door.
Yeah, cut the doors, bend the doors.
Because this up here is smaller than we thought.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to, I don't know, probably take like a quarter inch off the doors and then bend them. So recut the notches and bend them, and then it'll be fine.
Yep, that's pretty much it. After that, we just have to do a little bit of a test fit on the boat. If it all goes well, and we weld the whole thing together, paint it, put SeaDek on it, and the rest of the stuff on the boat itself, obviously, in the rest of the video, but this part's the big part. Alright, this is it without the door, guys. All clamped up, ready to be tacked together, and then we're going to have to readjust the doors for a mistake we made with some of these joints here, but other than that, it's looking good. We are back home. Went ahead and put the deck, just test fit it here on the boat. Got a bunch of dirt all. The boat's a disaster, by the way. We're gonna have to clean it before we put everything together. But as you guys saw, we went ahead and tack welded everything together. We went ahead and cut the doors as well. We're gonna bend the doors sometime this week. We're gonna take this back. We're gonna finish welding everything up, put on the seals, put on the hinges, and the what the frick are those little things called? The handles. Oh boy, that's not the right word. Whatever the frick, I don't even know. Whatever, you guys get the point. But here it is. This is the deck, guys. So now, instead of just from here to here being decked, now we have from here all the way back to here. This still opens up. Just freaking awesome. And then everything we're gonna have in here, both batteries, we're gonna end up having a Garmin up front. It's actually the Garmin that on that mount that broke, but that's gonna end up going up front. And yeah, it's looking really good, guys. I don't know what you think. Let us know down below. That bend's probably gonna be off.
All the way in.
Nope, wrong side. No, it seems okay. It's decent enough to work. It'll work.
Looks good.
It's not perfect, but it'll work.
Alrighty guys, hopefully you have been enjoying this video so far. I know we just got done with doing a lot of the bending and stuff for the deck. We're actually going to switch to doing some stuff on the boat because we had to put a little bit of a pause on that. Some stuff go down at my dad's work and we just had to delay it a little bit. Still going to be in this video, just obviously you guys know this video took a while to come out. But today we're going to do a couple things to the boat. We got the boat here. And one, we got some paint. This is G3 paint, so that's the manufacturer of the boat. This is their touch-up paint. So we actually got some from a dealer nearby. I'm basically gonna paint everything that is not covered by SeaDek at the end of the day. Or there's spots that are actually in good shape that I don't need to paint. But for example, the gunnel here, it's all scratched up. I did a test piece over here actually. Now, this is all fresh paint, but as you can see here is not. So we're gonna kind of coat the gunnels, a couple other little spots on the transom and the front of the boat, get it all looking super pretty and professional for you guys and for this build. And then we're going to do the floor. We already did the floor once. Last time I took the boat out, I accidentally, well, I didn't accidentally, some of it flew out. So thankfully we have enough materials to kind of fix it. So we'll have to fix that as well. And the sea deck, we're gonna start with that. Obviously most of the sea deck is gonna go on the deck that we're building, but the rest of it is gonna go on the back here. So we're also gonna start doing that. So hopefully you guys enjoy. The before of this section of the gunnel. So you guys here. Guys, so this is kind of what it looked like before, and there it is now. Nice, smooth, one colored gunnel. I actually like how this paint came out. It's really close to our paint. Our paint is slightly faded, so it kind of got to stand back and kind of mist it a little bit and kind of blend it out. Otherwise it gets you can kind of see a difference in the paint, but this is going to look great. We're going to go ahead and finish this gunnel. We're going to go ahead and clean it up, then we'll do the other gunnel, the front, the back, and then there's a couple spots on the side of the boat that aren't going to be covered with sea deck that have like big chips in them. I'm just going to kind of spot spray those, and hopefully it looks good. I went ahead and painted about half of what needed to be done. It's going to start raining here in about an hour and a half, and I don't know how long this paint really takes to like fully dry, so I'm going to skip out on the other half for now. I'm going to do that another day. I probably won't film that because it's basically the exact same as this, but I will film like a post or a pre and a post video. Spray foam them together. Now everything's filled in. It's a little snug, so I'm gonna have to get up there and kind of stomp on it and get it all down. But this bad boy here, we're gonna shake him off real quick. Goes right here, something like that. I think might go on the other side actually. Something. And then that's the only piece that flew out originally that we didn't recover. So I'm gonna have to go to Dick's and get another one of these things, and we'll cut it out and sit it there. All right, guys, just a little update for you. I'm not sure where this is in the video series. We've had some issues with the cameras and me possibly losing an SD card that had like 90% of the second video on it. So if there is a second video where you guys saw us build the deck, that means I found it. If there's not, I apologize. But as you can see, we started laying the sea deck. I did not film this because it was getting dark. We had just laid this back piece just to see how it was going to go down. It worked out really well. We still got to do the whole new deck piece and everything. But today, we're going to go ahead and build the hat channels for under the doors to create some support, as well as cut the hinges. After that, the entire deck can go on, and the only thing left is the grab bar and the electronics. And the second thing that we got is this thing. This is a Roy's shallow water anchor. We're super excited about this. I used this the other day. It worked really, really good. We went crappie fishing. And this thing is awesome, made by Tiny Boat Nation, but not sponsored by them at all. But this thing's pretty cool. We'll talk more about this once we get everything cleaned up in the final video.